Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashondarenae, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm showing you how I make my caramel cake. So if you would like to see how I do it, please stay tuned. Okay, to your mixing bowl, you're gonna add 1.5 sticks of room temperature butter. My butter has probably set out for about 8 hours, so it's completely soft. You're also going to add 4 tablespoons of butter flavored shortening. I'm going to go ahead and start my mixer. To that, you're going to slowly add 2 cups of granulated sugar. You'll cream that together for about 7 or 8 minutes. Your mixture should be light and fluffy. It's going to be a pale yellow color, and there should be no sugar crystals in the bowl. You shouldn't hear any sugar still in the bowl. You may need to stop your mixer and scrape down the sides of the bowl periodically during that 7 or 8 minutes because you want to make sure you're getting all the butter and sugar mixed together. And if you're not sure what light and fluffy and pale yellow is, this is what you're looking for. The butter and sugar, they're completely creamed together, and it's created this light and fluffy mixture. Now you want to add 3 large eggs, and they should be at room temperature as well. You're going to add the eggs one at a time. So you're going to add 1 egg and mix that until it disappears. And then you want to add the second egg and the same with the third egg. Once your eggs are mixed together, you're going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now you're going to start adding in your flour. I'm using 3 cups of cake flour. And one thing I realized when I was doing this voiceover, I forgot to sift in my salt as well as the baking powder. So just be sure to sift in your salt and baking powder with the flour before adding it into the bowl. My cake turned out just fine, but it is best to sift all dry ingredients before adding them to the bowl. And when adding your flour and milk, you always want to start with the dry ingredients first. So you want to add about 1 cup of the flour and mix that in, and then you're going to add about half of your milk, mix that in, add a little more flour, the rest of your milk, and then the rest of your flour. You always want to start and end with the dry ingredients. Also, you're definitely going to need to scrape down the sides of the bowl periodically throughout the mixing process. And if I had not already said it, your oven should be preheated to 325 degrees. Now I'm going to finish it out with the rest of my flour. And this is when I realized that I hadn't sifted in the salt and the baking powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and add it in with the flour now. All right, now that I have the cake batter all mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and add it to 2 9-inch cake pans. And I did prepare the cake pans with butter and flour. I'm not going to measure the batter for each cake pan. I'm just going to eye it and try to get it as even as possible. You want to smooth the batter in each pan and then lightly tap it on your countertop before adding it to the oven. You're going to bake your cakes for 30 to 35 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. So this caramel cake recipe is one that I did a couple years ago, and I lost the footage for the cake. I had the footage for the frosting, but not for the cake. Many of you have seen that frosting video and have asked, where is the recipe for the cake? This is the recipe for the cake in that video. So I redid the cake, but I did not redo the frosting portion of the video. The frosting portion of the video is just too detailed, and I did not want to redo it because it's already done and it's a great video. So I have linked the frosting video down in the description box. If you're wanting to know how to make the caramel frosting, check that video out. You are absolutely going to love this caramel cake. It is amazing. If you're in charge of the caramel cake this year, check out this recipe. You are not going to regret it. Everybody is going to want to know who made this cake. I'm telling you, it is soft, it's moist, it's buttery and sweet. It's not too sweet, but it is just perfect. The frosting is one of one. This is an old school caramel frosting like what the aunties in the church used to make back in the day. This is the one. So I definitely hope you give this recipe a try. I will have everything linked down in the description box that I used. And don't forget to check out the caramel frosting video that I have linked down in the description box as well. I definitely know that you're going to enjoy this recipe if you do give it a try. And if you have not already done so, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you be a part of my YouTube family. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.